Today, I'm gonna teach you how to calculate speed, velocity, and acceleration. But first, let's calculate speed. Before we calculate speed, what is the meaning of speed? So speed is a scalar quantity that represents the distance that travels by an object in a given amount of time. And speed, also known as rate, in which how fast an object moves. So here is the question. Tony's bike is faster than other bikes. His bike travels 100 kilometers in 2 hours. What is its speed? To calculate speed, we can use this formula. V equals to the distance that traveled and how much time it took. So the total speed on Tony's bike is 50 kilometers per hour. Next is calculating velocity. So before we calculate velocity, again, what is velocity? So velocity is a vector quantity which refers by calculating speed and calculating direction. So here is another question. Sally's car tries to go to the beach. So she travels for about 60 kilometers from her home, going to the north in 3 hours. What is its average velocity in kilometers per hour? So here's the formula that we use in calculating velocity. Velocity equals to displacement divided by the time it took. And yes, don't forget to put the arrow here because they represent vector quantities. So yeah, vector composes magnitude and direction. Don't forget that. So the velocity here is 20 kilometers per hour north. And lastly, acceleration. So before we proceed to acceleration, what is acceleration? So acceleration is a vector quantity again that represents the change of rate in velocity in amount of time. Or acceleration means that the speed is accelerated or adds up or speed up. So here is another question. A last one. An airplane accelerates at 1 second. Then in 10 seconds, it reaches 60 meters per second. What is the acceleration of an airplane? So here is the formula that we used in the calculating acceleration. So A equals to the change in velocity, which is V, divided by the time that it elapsed. And don't forget to put the arrow because acceleration and velocity are vector quantities. It's time to solve. So here is the answer. Well, you notice that there is no changes here, so only seconds. So the answer here is 60 meters per second. So in this question, an airplane accelerates by 60 meters per second. Well, that's it for all today. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy my tutorial video and see you guys next time. Goodbye.